Hello everyone, welcome to iaehealth.com. Today we are going to discuss about the skin wrinkles. Wrinkles usually develop as we age. So we try hard to keep the wrinkles at bay by so many beauty products to ward off the creases, but ultimately we are going to have it. So let us have a look into the facts of the wrinkles. What are the different types? Why do wrinkles appear? And what we can do for it. So basically, wrinkles are the folds, creases or lines that develop on our skin, particularly over the face, hands and feet and over the joint areas. This may come due to a natural aging process, habitual facial expressions, damage due to repeated exposures to the sun, smoking, less hydration because of the injuries or the surgeries, and because of the acne. Wrinkles can come in two formats. One format is called the static wrinkles, another format is called the dynamic wrinkles. The dynamic wrinkles usually develop and go according to our facial expressions, whereas the static wrinkles develop slowly over a period of time and stays over there. So what happens with the aging? Let us understand our skin first. Our skin has got two key layers. One is called the epidermis, another one is called the dermis. Although the skin changes may be genetic, so as we age, our skin cells divide slowly. The middle layer of the skin, that is the dermis, is basically thinned out. So why it is getting thinned out? Because this layer contains collagen and elastin fibers, which are essential for the skin support and elasticity of the skin. So it loses support and elasticity because of the decreased content of the collagen and the elastin. More to it, the aging skin cannot hold moisture and secretes less oil. All these factors lead to the development of lines and creases as we age. A wrinkle tells a story about you. It is said that our face is a mirror of our mind. So whenever we express our emotions, our skin folds develop. So for example, if we are worried, thoughtful or annoyed, a forehead line or frown line may appear on your face. Repeated facial expressions leads to the development of the wrinkles. Now let us understand this picture over here. This is a turbaned man, the kind of residence likely in India into an hot and dry state, having a repeated sun exposure. So this man over a period of his life has developed a lot of skin wrinkles and the creases. Now, according to the position of the face, these are classified and these names are given. Here you can see some of the wrinkles over the forehead. So these are called the forehead lines. Now, there are another set of wrinkles. It is there between the eyes. When we frown, these lines do develop. So these are called the frown lines. Here's a certain lines just below the eyelids, lower eyelids. These are called the teardrops. There is another line beside the nose. These are called the nasolabial fold. Naso means nose and labial means our lips. There's another set of lines that has happened just beside the eyes. These are called the crow's feet. Let us have a look into another picture. There are certain lines that is going just beside the nose. These are called the bunny lines. There are some of the lines just above the lips over here. So these are called the perioral or the lip lines. If you have a good look into the picture, there is certain drooping into the lip lines. So these are called marionette lines. There are certain lines over the chins. These are called the mental creases, and obviously some lines over this neck. These are called the neck lines. So according to the position of the face, all these lines has been classified. Now we do have a lot of facial muscles. Our repeated facial expressions actually is leading to the skin wrinkles and the creases. So obviously the facial muscles are behind those wrinkles. Let us understand what kind of muscles are basically responsible for what kind of wrinkles. Now if we look into this one, this frontalis is the muscle over here. So these are responsible for the forehead lines. If we look into these two muscles, corrugator superciliary and the procerus, These are there between the eyes. These are responsible for the frown lines. If we look into the muscles just beside our eyes, the orbicularis oculi muscle, so these are the muscle. They are basically responsible for the crow's feet. So this is how the muscles are basically behind the kind of wrinkles that we have. Now, wrinkles can happen due to exposure to the sun. This process is called photoaging. This happens more due to the exposure of the UVA rays, because you can see the UV rays can penetrate deeper into the skin up to the layer of the dermis than the UVB rays, which can go to the up to the epidermis. Now, when the UV rays damages the skin, it produces an enzyme called metalloproteinase. This enzyme basically recreates and reforms the collagen fibers in the skin layer. Now, some of these collagen fibers get damaged and disorganized, resulting in a situation called solar elastosis. Wrinkles do develop when this process gets repeated over time and again. Smoking also causes skin creases. So, how it happens? Our skin undergoes a constant wear and tear and regenerates. That means our skin is growing each and every day. The old collagen is basically removed and the new collagen layers are basically formed. Now, smoking reduces the new collagen formation, thus leading to decreased collagen production, and that leads to the wrinkle formation. So now we understand that what are the different types of the wrinkles and what basically the major causes of the skin wrinkles. Now, if you develop a skin wrinkle, what you are supposed to do? Whether to you try something at home by yourself or whether to consult your doctor. Usually the doctors uses some kind of a classification. One is called the glucose classification, another is called the Fitzpatrick classification. This classifications has basically divided the skin wrinkles into different categories. So let us see the glucose classification. So it has divided the skin wrinkles into 4 categories: mild, moderate, advanced and severe. So obviously the mild ones and the moderate ones, for this, if you find it, you can do something and try something at home. But for the advanced and severe ones, you definitely need to consult your physician or the doctor. For the Fitzpatrick also, for the class 1, you can try it at home. For the class 2 and class 3, you need to see your doctor. Now, doctors usually do the classification, can look into the skin wrinkles as per the severity. But can you do it by yourself? Probably not. So there is an easier guide for you, what you can check for yourself and when you can actually sort for the doctor's advice. So what you can do, look at your skin wrinkles and try to understand which category it falls. Whether it's a fine line, whether it's a furrows, whether it is sags or the bags. For the fine lines, you can try anything at home. You can try all the remedies, you can try the diets, you can try the moisturizers, you can try the creams, anti-aging creams that you can do. But for the furrows, which are basically the dimple lines, this may be the first sign indicating that you may have to consult your doctor. Now the sags and bags, these are basically forms due to the decreased elasticity of the skin, and then the gravity pulls it down, the lax tissue to sag. So this is a definite sign where you should actually consult the doctor. Now what kind of sags and bags basically we can find commonly? Here are some of the examples like brow ptosis, eyelid ptosis, baggy upper lid and lower eyelids, sagging of the lower eyelids, hollow look out to the eyes, tired looking eyes, jowls, loss of necklines, elongated earlobes, drooping of the tip of the nose and thinning of the upper lips. If you find any of these things, you should go to your doctor and consult your doctor for further treatment. With this, we are going to end today over here. In the next video, we are going to discuss about the home remedies, the diets, the creams, the moisturization, as well as the treatment for the skin wrinkles. So thank you watching for the IIE health video. Do come back and subscribe us.